He may be trying to save his political career, but right now he's trying to save his party. Northern Ireland's First Minister, Peter Robinson, announced he'll stand down temporarily.
I continue to contend that I've acted ethically and properly, and it's particularly painful at a time of great personal trauma and turmoil that I have to defend myself from an unfounded and mischievous allegation.
The plan is to give him space to allow him to clear his name and to attend to his family. His replacement addressing a somewhat incredulous Stormont.
Peter Robinson has now written to the chairman of the Committees of Standards on Privileges in both Westminster and in this Assembly to ask them to conduct a full investigation into the allegation made by the BBC Spotlight programme. That there needs to be an early indication given in relation to the allegations. I'm personally confident, my party is very confident, that this will confirm that Peter Robinson, the First Minister, acted entirely properly at all times. But let's have that, and let's have it quickly.
The question is whether it's enough to keep the power-sharing deal between the DUP and Sinn Féin in place. Relations between the two parties were already at breaking point over the lack of progress being made to have policing and justice devolved from Westminster. Sinn Féin may see this as an opportunity to pressure the DUP into making concessions, but it's still very early days.
The key issue is where are we going politically. We need to deal with that crisis. We need to move it ahead. We have specific setup here. In the Office of the First and Deputy First Minister, there will always be a Unionist and a Nationalist Republican. Therefore, it takes, to use the term, two to tango, and we need to move those issues and policies ahead.
Already Unionists and others in Stormont say that Peter Robinson is finished and should stand down. His supporters will be hoping he can clear his name. He denies any wrongdoing.
I don't think it's the right solution because it just means we've 6 weeks of paralysis. And that's the last thing this place needs.
This remarkable series of developments was sparked by the news that Peter Robinson's wife and politician Iris had an affair with a then 19-year-old. She was 59. It later transpired that she secured loans for him to set up this cafe the Lockkeeper's Inn. Despite her involvement, it's alleged she didn't declare an interest in the deal at the local council level. She's now retired from public life and is being treated for depression. The question is whether Mr. Robinson knew of his wife's actions and if he failed to properly notify the various authorities. He says he did nothing wrong. What we don't know is what deals are being done behind the scenes. On the face of it, this type of move seems destined to failure. But in Northern Ireland politics, almost anything can happen. Indeed, the DUP and Sinn Féin sharing power was in itself once upon a time considered an impossibility.